Hey everyone, and once again welcome to the weekly tech news updates. I hope everyone is enjoying this winter season in India. So be prepared with your warm cup of tea or coffee and let's take ready. Samsung in its virtual Galaxy Unpacked event has announced the next flagship smartphone series, the Galaxy S21, S21 Plus and the Galaxy S21 Ultra. Alongside these three smartphones, the company has also announced the arrival of Galaxy Buds Pro and the Galaxy Smart Tag, which is a smart Bluetooth tracker. The Galaxy S21 Trio consists of the S21 Ultra, which is the most expensive one and flaunts the highest specs in terms of phone size and hardware. Galaxy S21 is the smallest and cheapest one among the three, while Galaxy S21 Plus is just a bigger size smartphone than S21, while the rest of the specifications are essentially the same. Now we can talk about the most noticeable features and specifications. The display is now available with 120Hz adaptive refresh rate in all three models. Coming to the back panel, the S21 will have a Glastic panel, which is basically a plastic body, while the other two models will have a Gorilla Glass back cover. And for the first time ever, Samsung is bringing the S Pen support to the S series of devices. However, there is a catch. Only the Ultra model will have the support for S Pen and the other two phones won't have the S Pen compatibility. So the S Pen is now optional and users can purchase it separately. Until now, it is not clear whether Samsung is discontinuing the Note series of smartphones or not. Next, we have a 25W Type-C fast charging support, which was 45W in older S20 Ultra. Don't know why they brought the charging speed down. Each phone will support reverse wireless charging as well. The Ultra model is now available in a whopping 16GB RAM variant. None of the models will support storage expansion and a 3.5mm jack is absent from all the phones. The S21 Ultra will have a quad camera setup with a laser autofocus sensor compared to the triple camera setup of other two models. There is a support for ultra wideband in S21 Ultra and the Plus model. Ultra wideband is like super Bluetooth and offers fast phone-to-phone file sharing and detection of device direction with great precision. All the three models will have multiple color options to choose from and all color names are with phantom prefix. One more thing, Samsung is also following the industry trend and buyers will not get the charging brick inside the retail box. So don't sell or lose your old fast chargers. Pre-orders have been started at Samsung's official website and you can buy the S21 Ultra at a beginning price of Rs 1,06,000 and the S21 Plus at Rs 82,000, while the S21 is at a starting price of 70,000 rupees. With pre-order, buyers will also get the new Galaxy Smart Tag with the devices and pre-order customers will get delivery from January 25, while the regular sale will start from January 29. Visit the official Samsung website for more details. Now we should not forget about the other two products launched during the Galaxy Unpacked event. The Galaxy Buds Pro are the latest truly wireless earbuds presented by Samsung. It comes with an 11mm woofer and a 6.5mm tweeter. Company claims that the new earbuds with active noise cancellation can suppress the background noise by up to 99%. Earbuds are launched in three colors: Phantom Black, Silver and Violet color options. Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro is priced at Rs 15,990 in India. The last product announced is the Galaxy Smart Tag Bluetooth tracker. The Smart Tracker is essentially a tile tracker which can be tagged with other things such as keys, bags or your pet and can later be tracked using GPS. Galaxy Smart Tag works on Bluetooth Low Energy. The Samsung Galaxy Smart Tag includes a CR2032 battery that is replaceable and is claimed to last for months. The Smart Tag price is set around Rs 2200. Moving on to the next news. Google on Thursday said that they have started taking action on some personal loan apps from the Play Store in India. In a blog post, Google wrote that they will remove any loan app on Play Store that does not comply with local laws and regulations. The recent action is taken based on numerous flags submitted by users and government agencies. The review found an identified number of apps violated Play Store's safety policy and they were immediately removed from the store. Large number of personal loan apps in India came into full swing last year when due to the corona pandemic, several people were facing financial crunches. These apps offer quick loan approval and disbursement, often with very minimal documentation and personal verifications. Some even charge a processing fee as high as Rs 2000 on loans of less than 10,000 with tenures of 30 days, or undertaking the interest rates to 60%. The Indian banks in comparison charge annual interest rates of 10 to 20% for loans that do not have to be paid back in full of at least a year. Most of these lending apps are found to access the contacts from the borrower's phone, which is later used to harass family members or friends, and sadly few cases have led to suicide of borrowers in few states. Google did not elaborate on the number of apps that had been taken down. Company also added that they have only allowed personal loan apps with full repayment required in greater than or equal to 60 days from the date the loan is issued. 4 apps, 10-minute loan, X Money, Extra Mudra and StuCreds were taken down from the Play Store after Reuters flagged to Google that they were violating its ban on offering personal loans requiring full repayment in 60 days or less. Google has asked the developers of the remaining identified apps to demonstrate that they comply with applicable local laws and regulations. Last month, RBI had cautioned the public not to fall prey to the growing number of unauthorized digital lending platforms and mobile apps. And my advice also would be to avoid these apps for now, because there are no clear norms on the lending apps in India, and right now they fall in a grey zone. Adding to the RTX 3000 series, Nvidia announced a new RTX 3060 graphics card for desktops with less CUDA cores but more 12GB VRAM compared to 8GB VRAM in 3060 Ti. The boost clock frequency is also more compared to the 3060 Ti card. The RTX 3060 will be available in late February starting at $329 and good luck in getting them because stock issues seem to be never-ending term in the graphics card market. Nvidia also said that RTX 30 series graphics card enabled gaming laptops will also become available starting January 26th. The laptops are using the Max-Q design, which allows laptop manufacturers to trim the width of the gaming laptop while ensuring the performance is not compromised. AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su in CES 2021 announced that the Ryzen 5000 series mobile processors will be available soon in the market. The new series will have 13 different mobile processors in each chipset category: Ryzen 3, 5, 7 and 9. The new Ryzen 5000 series from AMD is classified into two categories: U series and H series. The U category is for ultra-portable low-powered laptops, and the entry-level chip in this category will be Ryzen 3 5300U with 4 core and 8 threads of processing power. While the H series is for high-performance gaming laptops, and the top-of-the-line chipset in the H series is the Ryzen 9 5980HX with 8 cores and 16 threads with a TDP of over 45 watts. These new HX series chipsets AMD says are meant for serious gaming and will power this year's best gaming notebooks. Well, most of the processors are based on the Zen 3 microarchitecture. 3 of the U series leverage the prowess of the older Zen 2 microarchitecture. The laptops powered by these new processors are expected to arrive sometime next month, while Asus, Dell and Lenovo are announced to first get their hands on with these chips. On the other hand, AMD rival Intel has also announced their news about the upcoming 8-core 16-thread CPU based on 11th Gen H series Tiger Lake architecture. These 35W and 45W 11th Gen CPU would also launch in Q1 2020. More details to be announced by Intel very soon. That's it for this week Tech News. We will meet in our next video on Wednesday. If you like this video, do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more contents. Until we meet next time, stay healthy and stay safe.